So, greetings to all of you. 6.5 years back, in April 2016, when the format of SAT was changed, right? There was a change. I mean to say that the SAT was squeezed. Having started the SAT in 1920, it has undergone changes many times. The recent change, as I told you, it took place in April, from 1st of April 2016, which was about changing the format of the SAT. Earlier, there were 10 sections. That was squeezed to 4 sections. Right. Now, the change which is going to take place in 2023, from March 2023, I mean, we are getting lots of inquiries from the people. What changes are there? What types of changes are there? Is it difficult? I mean, it's up to you just to decide whether SAT, the digital SAT, which is going to be implemented from March 2023, is difficult or easy. But trust me, wherever you are segregated on the basis of some examination, none of the examination is easy, right? It all depends upon a mindset. Well, that's a subjective thing. Now, the change from new SAT to the digital SAT, or let's define it this way, that the new SAT, it is basically the pen and paper test. The last pen and paper test of SAT is going to take place on December 3rd, 2022. After that, the digital SAT is going to take place, the very first attempt, 11th of March, 2023. Of course, when from conventional mode to the most modern mode, a change, a paradigm shift is taking place. Of course, there will be a lot of changes. Test prep card will be bringing all these changes, all the information about these changes to you within these 2 to 3 months. So please stay tuned. If you are serious about this digital SAT, please subscribe to our channel so that you get information about each and everything, even the minutest of the thing, right? For example, no one is asking this question to us. What are these modules of SAT which has been divided into module 1 and module 2, both for math and English? Everyone is asking, what is that? What is that? So, from digital SAT point of view, it would be very, very important for the parents' fraternity as well as the students' fraternity to understand what type of changes are going to take place, how effectively it is going to take place. And in order to know how effectively it is going to take place, you need to understand each and every small terminology. Anyways, the changes in digital SAT, it could be understood on a scale of 8 points. This is what we are going to define. First of all, this SAT is MST, that stands for multi-stage testing, which is in 2 modules. Okay, let's talk about digital SAT English section or verbal section. Now, how many questions will be there? There will be altogether 54 questions, which has been divided into 2 modules. Okay, so in module 1, you will have 27 questions, and in module 2, there would be 27 questions. Now, when in each of the module of this verbal or English section, we have got the equal number of questions, then what type of change? This is the most confusing thing, and this is what we are going to elaborate to later in a separate piece of video. Okay, so SAT English section, which has been divided into 2 parts, reading as well as language and writing, which has been continuing since 1st of April 2016. It will have 54 questions. Okay, in each module 27 questions. So out of these 27 questions, 25 questions would be operational questions, whereas 2 questions would be basically what? Pre-test questions. You would be putting more light on that. Now, for the first module of this English section, you can say the reading section, the time allotted is how much? 32 minutes. And for this language and writing section, how much time is allotted? 32 minutes. Altogether 64 minutes. 1 hour, 4 minutes. Okay. Now, there will be two models of that. Now the question is that how many options would be against each questions? There would be 4 options given for each questions. What would be the stimulus? I mean to say, from where what are the sources of these questions? Just as usual. I mean, you are getting it from the history, from the social science, from the articles in the newspaper, from the some science fiction, or whatever are the sources which have been existing for the old SAT. The same things are being given to this digital SAT. Now, would there be any informational graphs? Yes. You will have tables, you will have line graphs, you will have bar graphs. So there would be interference of little bit of mathematics even in the English section of SAT math, right? So these are the changes which are going to take place. Of course, it seems like that more or less it gives us an a picture that the 154 questions earlier to be done within 180 minutes. Now, for this digital SAT to be implemented from 11th of March 2023, in SAT English section, there would be 27 questions in each module, 54 questions to be done within 64 minutes. That's it. So this is all about the changes about the digital SAT for English or verbal section, which is further divided into two sections: language and writing and reading module. In order to know more about this digital SAT, the changes, the coaching program, the formats, okay, just like we have given you the specifications and the formats of the digital SAT, stay tuned with the test prep card channel so that you do not miss on any important information. Thank you.